Hi, my name is Kieran, and this is my idea. It's the GMCU, the Greek Mythology Cinematic Universe. It's a work in progress. It's going to be an anthology of films, TV series, and shorts from the creation of the universe to the founding of Rome, start to finish, including all or most of the myths known to man. There have been so many movies made about the Trojan War, even TV series, but none of them go past that or look before that, really. Clash of the Titans, the story of Perseus with some liberties, has Wrath of the Titans as a sequel, but why stop there, you know? Why can the MCU have over 80 hours of content when most pursuits of a Greek mythology-based universe stop after 2 films? I'll tell you why. When you think of successful cinematic universes, of course your mind goes to the MCU. Star Wars is another great example. What do they have in common? They all have a clear storyline. All of the media fits into a timeline that works, and there are minimal errors, if any, with these timelines too. They also have the same actors for each character, or as much as possible. In short, there's continuity. Now, taking the myths as they are is a bit difficult because they're all over the place. Characters who have been dead 30 years show up completely unexpectedly. There are also so many double-ups of character names, and none of the myths specify who is who. So in order for this to work, it will have to be planned start to finish. At least the plot will, with the general storyline figured out. The good news is, much like the MCU with their comics, we already have the storyline. It's already written, all the major plot points, all the births, all the deaths. They just have to be organised. That's what I've been doing for the last couple years. Stay tuned for an update video on that. For the larger plot points like the 12 Labours, the Trojan War, the Odyssey, I think a TV series would be better suited to tell these stories. For myths like Apollo and Cassandra, I think a short would be more appropriate, as it's not a very content-driven story, like 2 things happen. It wouldn't be able to be dragged out for an entire movie, so maybe a 20-minute thing would be a good fit, or even like a standalone 1-hour episode for some of them. And then of course for things like the Caledonian Boar Hunt, or even the story of Icarus, I think a film might be better suited for those. Now in terms of aesthetic, for setting and adaptation, I really like the TV series Troy Fall of a City. I think they did incredibly well with adapting the story, and I would sort of like to emulate that style, but maybe make it a bit more palatable for people who don't necessarily know a lot about those myths. There was a lot of assumed knowledge in that series. The soundtrack would be made up of original scores, aiming to be similar to the Star Wars soundtracks and I guess Marvel, in the sense that the different characters or factions have their own themes as well as the main title theme and just general ambience. I would aim for an MA15 plus rating, as there are a lot of mature themes, violence, etc. Anyone who knows how many children Zeus has and how he got them would agree. Ideally, it'd be able to be set up in chronological order on whatever streaming service it'd be a part of. I'm not too sure on the logistics behind that, but hopefully somehow that'd be possible, otherwise so many people will be confused. The films wouldn't be released to cinema, I don't think. The entire purpose of this is that all of the content would have to work together to create a perfect whole. And if you get people watching only the movie releases or the cinema releases, that'd create a bit of a problem, and yeah, they'd be pretty confused. Now that is a problem, as some people don't like movies, some people don't like TV shows or prefer the other, and if you get people only watching half of it, like what the Marvel Cinematic Universe has done, I think they'd be a bit confused with that, so I think that's a problem for another time down the track. Now, just wrapping up, you may be asking, why am I doing this? Why have I started a YouTube channel with 5 subscribers aiming to, reach people interested in a niche part of Greek mythology? And that's just it. I want to bring together a group of people, a community, as interested in this as I am. And I think there are enough people out there interested in this and would like to see this happen. And yeah, I guess if I can pull together a group of people who can work together and try to figure out how to get this done, because I really want to get it done, and hopefully make it not just the dream anymore. Anyway, that's that. Netflix or Disney Plus, hit me up. I intend to make a series of videos that will, when finished, fully explain what I have so far in terms of ideas and proposals. This will include the complete collection of myths to be included in this anthology, and what sort of medium they belong to and what characters are in them. I also have a list of possible actors that can be casted, but with over 400 named characters in these myths, I'm not too attached to that list. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you're interested in this concept and would like to see it actually happen, let me know somehow. I guess the easiest way would be to like the video or leave a comment. So yeah, stay tuned for updates and I'll hopefully see you next time. Thank you.